Hello, welcome to Aurora. I'm Robert Joseph, a board member of Grand Design, the only black performing arts company in the city of Aurora. And I'm here today at Bicentennial Park to wish each and every one of you a happy holiday season for Christmas, Thanksgiving, or whatever holiday you may be enjoying.
Hello, I'm Alice Jackson, one of the board members of Grand Design Incorporated. Thanksgiving is a time that's very special. I think with family, friends, that uncle or that aunt or that cousin that everybody has in their family, it's a fun time. You reflect back on it, you laugh about it, but it's a time where everybody comes together, they share their meals, watch football, and in different cultures, they have different types of meals, but they all give thanks and join together. COVID had us down, but not out, and we're here to share with you what life continues to go on as in culture and arts. So have a very wonderful Thanksgiving and Indigenous Thursday.
Hi, this is Cynthia Francis, and I was born in Junction City, Kansas. I served in the United States Air Force over at Ramstein Air Force Base, Germany.
And how long did you do that?
5 years.
5 years?
5 years.
My name is John Anthony Reed.
My name is George Gorey. I'm chair of the board of Grand Design Inc.
Hi, my name is Dawn Woods Sapp, and I'm a Grand Design Chorale member.
My name is Paul Wellington Smith. I'm a retired hospital pharmacist and hospital administrator.
My name is Gordia Bannister. I'm the executive director of the Institute for Patient Care at Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston, Massachusetts.
Hi, my name is Sherman Etheridge. I am with St. Francis St. Emma Alumni Association, and I am, I guess, the leader of our Myrtle Beach gathering in North Myrtle Beach at Beach Cove Resort, and wishing you a happy holiday.
Hi, I'm Daniel Kai Pearson. I am an entrepreneur and I work with a company that does background checks.
Hi, my name is Deirdre Sims. I'm a teacher and a registered social worker.
My name is Lionel Renard Sims Jr. and I'm a systems accountant for the Office of the Chief Financial Officer.
My name is Lionel Renard Sims III and I work as a lead in Bass Pro Shops, Macon, Georgia.
I heard last night on the news that I think that they're changing, that it's catching on now. People aren't calling it Thanksgiving. It's the Indigenous Day.
Yeah.
And so that's what I call it now, because I realize it's Thanksgiving in a way that we're thankful that their indigenous people are being honored and respected, because actually, you know, the Indians had no idea about Thanksgiving, and I don't know whether the Englanders had any or not, but that's what's been called. But it's being changed, and that's a good thing. It's just like Columbus Day is being changed and so forth. As the president of Grand Design Inc., the only African-American performing arts company in the city of Aurora, and we're so thankful and grateful that we're able to contribute to the arts in terms of civil rights, human rights, and performing arts. Happy Indigenous Day to all of you.
Actually, it's really about giving thanks. And I just like the idea of giving thanks for all the blessings that I have had, my family's had, but for people generally.
Being in the military, you miss a lot of Thanksgivings with your family, but you know, back in the day, you didn't have an opportunity to basically have Facebook, Instagram, and all of those things. So the only thing that we had were letters and phone calls. So the phone calls were. Basically, I was just with my children and myself. We cooked a big spread, and we sat down together, and we had Thanksgiving.
And what do you do now that you're back in the States?
I spend as much time with my family as I most possibly can. And that includes traveling from Colorado to Virginia to Florida. And then also I have a very good friend of mine that is like a sister to me that is over in Dubai, the UAE.
My favorite thing to do for Thanksgiving is cook. I'm in a line of chefs. My grandfather, Walker Groves, was a chef. On my dad's side, my grandmother, Teresa Dishman, was a chef, so I'm just bound to cook. I like to make the dressing. Everyone requests my dressing.
Yeah. What are some special things you bring to the table for Thanksgiving?
I bring peace, love, joy, happiness. I wish the same for not just for my family, but I wish it for the entire world. Unity. After Thanksgiving, I'm looking forward to really just a nice nap after eating a Thanksgiving meal. Yes, a nice nap. Because we all know for Thanksgiving, you eat early, then you sleep, then you wake up and you eat again.
When I think about Thanksgiving, I think about doing for others who cannot do for themselves. I think about community. I think about actually the things that God would want us to do and be thankful for.
Boy, I know everybody thinks turkey is what it's supposed to be, but I'd like some good old ham. Ham and dressing is all right with me. It doesn't have to be turkey. I'm more excited about the fact that we look like we might be coming out of this pandemic, but even if we're not, we got to be thankful that we're alive and that we know that within all of this, we're all going to come out all right because Jesus Christ and Savior is going to be with us.
What is your favorite food for Thanksgiving?
I like a smoked turkey, and I usually bring a potato salad that I picked up from an Amish market near me that I really enjoy, and I cheat and tell my family I made it, and I put it in a aluminum pan and cover it up and tell them I made this potato salad, but they know I didn't.
Who are you most excited to see this Thanksgiving?
My children, my two youngest boys. I have the opportunity to spend Thanksgiving with them for the first time as a single father, and it's going to be an experience like none other.
Yeah. What is something about Indigenous Thursday that we can take and use in everyday living?
The appreciation of family and the appreciation of togetherness. Coming out of the pandemic lockdown, those situations where individuals were so separate and so secluded, being able to come together and to appreciate the ability to have family and friends around is vital and is key, and I think that it's something that we should definitely appreciate and value above all.
My favorite thing about Thanksgiving is spending time with family, friends, and time off, of course, because I'm a teacher and we get the whole week off. So you get to catch up on things at home and also spend Thanksgiving with your family and friends.
My favorite tradition would be to travel, because lately I've been doing a lot more traveling and seeing different things, and so it opens my mind up to different things and just trying to achieve more so I can do more traveling.
Well, my favorite part about Thanksgiving, I love to cook with my mother, and I love to watch football in that time frame.
Yeah?
Yeah, spend time with family.
My favorite part of Thanksgiving is spending time, first of all, eating wonderful, amazing food that generally my husband cooks, and being around friends and family and really reminiscing and reflecting about the times that we've shared together during the year.
When people from Africa come to America and settle, I fundamentally believe that they bring elements of the history of African culture, food, celebration, and being thankful for what the Almighty, for what the great spirits in the universe provide all of us through thick and thin.
Right now, I am wearing an outfit from Nigeria. Actually, it was an outfit that I purchased from a lady that sews, and she's Nigerian, and she's from the Yoruba tribe. So the Nigerian Americans come together for Thanksgiving over to a lot of the different American families, and they bring their traditional food, like jollof rice. Jollof rice is like a rice with a tomato base type of seasoning in it, and it is totally fantastic.
Yeah. What are you wearing, John?
I am wearing a Ghanaian outfit that was recently sent to me by my sister. She intended to send it on my birthday, which was December 20th, and I received it a week ago, and it was perfect timing, because look, this is the first time I'm wearing it in public. It is a perfect fit. My sister knows me, she knows my style, she knows what looks good on me, and I'm telling you, this looks good on me, doesn't it?
If you had a message to everyone in Aurora of hope for Thanksgiving and about thankfulness, what would you say?
I would say be thankful for every day you're alive, and be thankful that you have a breath to be available for Thanksgiving and to enjoy it with your family and friends. And regardless of what's happening, take the time to let it all set aside for a moment to enjoy Thanksgiving. What gives me hope every day is I see, regardless of all of the conflict and commotion we see in our everyday life, when we open the news and we listen to all of that, there are still people looking for a solution as how we can come together. So my hope is that we can all eventually open our eyes and come to that point where we can all work together to make this a better place.
I think the best thing to do for others is to help each other, to teach each other, to share and love each other is the best thing we have going.
I've heard that a lot of people are thinking about changing Thanksgiving, the name, to Indigenous Thursday. I think that that is incredibly important because it honors and really reflects the indigenous people that were here in the United States before we all arrived, and really celebrates their traditions that they had on this very important day.
Well, Indigenous Thursday, I would say as an educator of 4-year-olds, starting them at the beginning to teach about the history of Thanksgiving so that they realize how it got started and how important it is to celebrate that all people of ethnicities and cultures celebrate Thanksgiving.
For everyone in Colorado and in Aurora, I'm just so happy that we're all alive during this time, that we can take our mask off and show our faces, give each other some love and hug each other.
What I want to carry is be closer with family, because I spend time, like I'm with my mother right now, and I'm trying to spend time more on my dad's side of the family. I mean, I didn't have time as much, but I'm trying to lean more into get to know my other side of the family, my father's side of the family.
We're separate in so many ways for most of our existence, if you think about it. So now, even though we're having trouble, it seems, as people learn more and more about each other, I think over time, people will learn that we're not as different as we like to think we are.
My favorite thing is the new project we got coming out called Building Bridges, Breaking Barriers. Breaking barriers, building bridges. We always get that confused, look like. But it's a big thing because we're going to expose all of the African Americans that had a important impact on building bridges and breaking barriers, and that's going to be a big issue for us.
Working on a project that says there isn't anything about black music that hasn't touched everyone in this world, everyone that is participating in music. It doesn't matter whether they're beating the drums in Africa or they are playing the guitars in Argentina, or they're stomping their feet in Cuba. Black people have influenced all of that music all over this world, and you are not going to get away from it ever.
Thank you for joining us for our Thanksgiving message with Breaking Barriers, Building Bridges coming up soon in 2022. Please keep in touch with us on social media and have a great day.
I would like to thank each and every one of you for watching our holiday message. and to inform you that our documentary series, Breaking Barriers, Building Bridges, will premiere in early 2022. I hope you'll be able to join us in viewing those episodes of how Black entertainers broke barriers and built bridges for the future generation to build upon.